Hi everyone, we are going to be looking at page 139 in your packet today. It is for lesson 12-1 from Envisions, and I'm going to be showing you the Envisions video to introduce the topic.
How can you name the equal parts of a whole? Think about this question during the lesson. Divide a whole into fourths. What fraction can you write to represent 1/4 of a whole?
Let's take a look.
A fraction is an equal part of a whole. How many unit squares are there in this whole?
So you're going to want to count how many individual squares do you have?
There are 12 unit squares in this whole. What does the problem ask you to divide this whole into?
Think about what was your denominator. That's letting you know how many parts of your whole that you have.
The problem asks you to divide this whole into fourths. Each part is made up of 3 unit squares. All parts have equal area. Could there be more unit squares in one part?
If you have 4 equal parts, how many unit squares do you have in each part? You should see that you have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So you have an equal number of unit squares in each part. So you can't have more than 3 in any of those parts.
No, there are 12 unit squares in the whole. And because we are dividing the whole into fourths, there can be only 3 unit squares in each part. Each part is 1/4 of the area of the whole shape. This fraction can be written as 1/4. 1/4 is a unit fraction. A unit fraction represents one of the equal parts. The number above the bar in a fraction is called the numerator. The numerator shows the number of equal parts represented by that fraction. The number below the bar in a fraction is called the denominator. The denominator shows the total number of equal parts in that whole.
So if we select our denominator, we see that we have 4 equal parts. That tells us how many parts our whole is divided into. This entire rectangle is my whole. I divided it into 4 equal parts. Those are where my dark black lines are. My numerator, however, shows me how many are in each of those parts. So I have 1, 2, 3 squares in the part. So 1/4 would be 3 squares.
How can you remember that the denominator is the number below the fraction bar? The words denominator and down both start with the letter D. You can think of the denominator as being down from the numerator. Now you know how you can name the equal parts of a whole.